Is K-pop truly independent, or is it a glittering puppet show with political strings attached? The Korean entertainment industry is a global powerhouse, shaping perceptions and generating immense economic value. When something wields this much soft power, can politics really stay away? Today we'll dive into the story of Big Bang, a group whose rise, scandals, and influence reveal the tangled web between entertainment and politics. Let's pull back the curtain. Before the scandals, there was the legend. Big Bang wasn't just a boy band, they were a revolution, breaking the idol mold with self-produced music and bold style. Their hits became generational anthems, and their influence stretched far beyond music, boosting Korea's image, and it with the power Big Bang and YG Entertainment became national symbols. Too big to ignore, even for politicians. Their story is more than music. It's about power, influence, and the risks of being at the top. South Korea's government has a long and complex history, one that extends far beyond the typical political landscape. It's a history deeply intertwined with the nation's vibrant and influential entertainment industry, of strategically using entertainment for political ends. This isn't just about promoting a positive national image abroad, it's about shaping public opinion and managing narratives within South Korea itself. The government has, at times, wielded considerable influence over the entertainment sector, carefully curating content and controlling the flow of information. This influence has manifested in various forms, from overt censorship of artistic expression and media content deemed politically sensitive or morally objectionable, to the existence of secret blacklists targeting artists and performers perceived as critical of the government. These lists have had a chilling effect on creative freedom, discouraging dissent and promoting self-censorship within the entertainment industry. Consider, for example, the infamous Burning Sun scandal, a sprawling controversy implicating Big Bang's Seungri in a web of alleged crimes and corruption. This scandal erupted with full force just as several significant political controversies were beginning to fade from the headlines, raising eyebrows and fueling speculation about potential ulterior motives. Was it merely a coincidence and a stroke of bad luck for those in power, or was it a classic case of the entertainment shield in action? A deliberate strategy to divert public attention away from more pressing political matters. The intense focus on celebrity drama effectively distracted the public, shifting the national conversation away from potentially damaging political issues. The ensuing media frenzy, with its relentless coverage and sensationalized reporting, served as a perfect diversion, capturing the public's imagination and dominating news cycles. Whether this diversion was meticulously orchestrated from the outset or simply opportunistically exploited as it unfolded, remains the subject of the Zoya. In South Korea, the line separating the realms of politics and pop culture is often remarkably thin, almost imperceptible at times. This intersection can be a dangerous one, leading to situations where the boundaries become blurred and the potential for manipulation increases exponentially. The crucial question we must ask ourselves isn't simply whether such manipulation occurs, because the evidence suggests that it does. The more pertinent question is how often we, as a public, fail to recognize these tactics and remain unaware of the forces shaping our perceptions. Rewrote. G Entertainment, led by Yang Hyun-suk, built an empire on rebellion and cool, but also drew rumors of political protection. Scandals involving YG artists often seem to end with lighter consequences, fueling speculation about powerful connections. The Burning Sun scandal shattered this illusion, exposing alleged links between entertainment, police, and politics. As YG's reputation crumbled, questions lingered. Was the company shielded by politics or sacrificed when it became convenient? In Korea's power games, even the biggest players can become pawns. When scandal hits, the media pounces. It's a feeding frenzy, a whirlwind of flashing cameras and sensational headlines. The story becomes less about the facts and more about the spectacle. Every news outlet wants to be the first to break the story, to have the most shocking angle, to capture the public's attention. In the rush to report, facts blur with rumors. Speculation is presented as certainty, and whispers become shouts. The line between objective reporting and subjective opinion becomes increasingly blurred, leaving the public struggling to discern what's real and what's fabricated. And public opinion, fueled by this mix of truth and falsehood, turns into a digital battleground. Social media erupts with accusations, defenses, and endless debates. Comment sections become war zones where anonymous users hurl insults and spread misinformation with impunity. Netizens armed with keyboards and a thirst for justice become detectives. They scour the internet for clues, analyze every piece of evidence, and attempt to piece together the truth from the fragments of information available. Meanwhile, loyal fans become warriors, fiercely defending their idols against the onslaught of criticism. They rally together in online communities, sharing messages of support, debunking rumors, and fighting back against the negative narrative. And every headline, every tweet, every comment fuels a polarized war, dividing the public into opposing camps. There's no middle ground, no room for nuance, only unwavering support or outright condemnation. A stark contrast emerges between outrage and loyalty, creating a volatile atmosphere where emotions run high and reason often takes a backseat. For Big Bang, already under immense pressure, this meant relentless scrutiny. Every move they made, every word they spoke, was dissected and analyzed under the harsh glare of the media spotlight. It also meant a fandom fighting tooth and nail to clear their idols' names, battling misinformation and defending their reputation against a relentless tide of negativity. In this chaotic environment, the truth gets lost in the noise, buried beneath layers of speculation, accusation, and counter-accusation. Narratives are shaped not by the most accurate facts, but by the loudest voices, the most sensational stories, and the most persuasive arguments. The truth becomes a casualty of the information war. In this chaos, manipulation, intentional or not, becomes easy. Agendas are pushed, narratives are crafted, and the public is swayed by carefully constructed campaigns. The real casualty? The truth itself, sacrificed on the altar of sensationalism and public opinion. I'm in the tumultuous world of fame and power. The story of Big Bang is often viewed through multiple lenses. Were there scandals which captivated and sometimes shocked the nation, simply a series of unfortunate misjudgments and bad choices, the kind that can plague any individual under intense public scrutiny? Or is there a more complex narrative at play? Was their series of scandals strategically amplified or even weaponized to serve as a political distraction, diverting public attention from more significant issues brewing beneath the surface of South Korean society? Could Big Bang, knowingly or unknowingly, have become pawns in a larger game of political maneuvering? Each crisis, each headline-grabbing event, from G-Dragon's highly publicized marijuana case, which sparked intense debate and speculation about celebrity culture and legal standards, to the explosive and far-reaching Burning Sun scandal, a saga of alleged corruption, abuse, and illicit activities, that shook the very foundations of the entertainment industry coincided with periods of significant political turmoil and social unrest within South Korea. Was this mere coincidence or a calculated strategy? Some argue that such scrutiny is simply the price of fame, an inevitable consequence of living life in the spotlight, where every action is dissected and judged by millions. But others see a more sinister pattern emerging, suggesting that Big Bang perhaps unwittingly became convenient scapegoats, their scandals strategically amplified to deflect attention from other, more politically sensitive issues. Did the media, consciously or unconsciously, amplify their missteps and amplify the negative coverage to serve a bigger agenda, a hidden political motive lurking beneath the surface of sensational headlines? Whether by calculated design or unfortunate accident, their downfall, played out in real time across news outlets and social media platforms, became a national spectacle, a captivating drama that gripped the nation. A spectacle, some argue, that conveniently and effectively shifted public attention away from pressing political matters and uncomfortable truths. In the high-stakes game of power and influence, sometimes personal ruin is far more than just a matter of bad luck or poor choices. Sometimes it's a carefully orchestrated strategy. The conspiracy theory is compelling, but where's the proof? There's no smoking gun linking government orders to Big Bang scandals, just suspicious timing and public distrust. The media chases what sells, and celebrity scandals are irresistible. Blaming politics can overshadow real crimes and real victims. Without hard evidence, we're left with speculation, not certainty. Sometimes chaos is just chaos. Are we seeing patterns in chaos, or is there a hidden hand at work? The coincidence theory says scandals and politics just overlap in a messy world. The conspiracy theory points to history, timing, and the power of distraction. Maybe the truth is somewhere in between. Mistakes exploited by those in power. Media fanning the flames. In a country with a history of manipulation, suspicion is natural. The real question, who benefits when the headlines explode? After all the noise, the truth remains elusive, caught between fact and suspicion. Maybe Big Bang scandals were both personal failings and political opportunities. In Korea, power and pop culture are forever entwined, and the public's skepticism is rooted in real history. The lesson: question the headlines, look for what's missing, and never accept the surface story at face value. The search for truth starts with doubt. Where do you think it lies?